Murder is often associated with weapons like knives or guns. But what if I told you that some of the most brutal crimes of the 19th century were committed with the most unassuming household objects? From a simple cloth to a cup of tea, these everyday items became instruments of death in shocking and often baffling crimes. Today, on Darklight Archives, we'll uncover 5 chilling true crime cases where ordinary objects turned into tools of murder. Fact number 1. The murder of Lord William Russell. In 1840, London was shaken by the brutal murder of Lord William Russell, a crime that highlighted how even the most innocuous household items could be weaponized. Lord William Russell, a 73-year-old aristocrat, was found dead in his bed on May 6, 1840, with his throat deeply cut. Initially, it appeared to be a burglary gone wrong, but suspicions quickly fell on his valet, François Benjamin Courvoisier. Under intense scrutiny, Courvoisier confessed to the murder. On the night of the crime, he held a pillow over Lord Russell's face to silence his screams before slitting his throat with a razor. Courvoisier was swiftly convicted and publicly executed before a crowd of 40,000 people, which included Charles Dickens. The case remains a chilling reminder of how even a pillow can become a tool of death. Fact number 2. The murder of Andrew and Abby Borden, the Hatchet killings. In 1892, the quiet town of Fall River, Massachusetts, was rocked by the brutal murders of Andrew and Abby Borden, a case that would become one of the most infamous in American history. On August 4, 1892, Andrew Borden and his wife, Abby, were found hacked to death in their home. Both had been struck multiple times with a hatchet, a common household tool at the time. Suspicion fell on their daughter, Lizzie Borden, who gave contradictory alibis and acted suspiciously following the murders. However, she was acquitted and the crime remains officially unsolved. The case inspired books, movies, and the infamous rhyme, Lizzie Borden took an axe, proving that even the most basic household tools can become instruments of horror. Fact number 3. The Burke and Hare murders. Smothering for profit. In the early 19th century, Edinburgh became the backdrop for a series of gruesome murders where an everyday object, a simple cloth or pillow, became a tool of death, used for financial gain in the city's thriving black market for cadavers. Between 1827 and 1828, William Burke and William Hare killed 16 people in Edinburgh, Scotland, selling their bodies to a medical school for dissection. Instead of using weapons that left marks, they smothered victims using cloth, hands, or pillows, ensuring the corpses were in perfect condition for anatomical study. After being caught, Hare was granted immunity for testifying against Burke. Burke was executed in 1829, and in an ironic twist, his body was publicly dissected. This case led to the Anatomy Act of 1832, changing medical laws to prevent further crimes of this nature. Fact number 4. The P0isonous Teapot. Mary Ann Brough, Britain's first female serial killer. Tea is a symbol of comfort, warmth, and hospitality, but in the 19th century, one woman turned this innocent household ritual into a deadly weapon, making her Britain's first recorded female serial killer. Between 1852 and 1873, Mary Ann Brough poisoned her husbands, her children, and even her own mother, often to collect life insurance payouts. Her weapon of choice? arsenic. She laced tea, food, or medicine with arsenic, which was readily available in Victorian households. Victims suffered from agonizing stomach pain, vomiting, and convulsions, symptoms often mistaken for natural illness. Her downfall came when an autopsy revealed arsenic in her stepson's body. Further investigations exhumed multiple poisoned victims. In 1873, Cotton was executed by hanging. Mary Ann Cotton remains one of history's most infamous female serial killers, proving that even a cup of tea can be a vessel for death. Fact number 5. The razor slayings, the murders of Mary Ann Brough. In 1854, an everyday object, a straight razor, became the instrument of an unspeakable crime in Victorian England. On June 10th, 1854, Mary Ann Brough, a former wet nurse to Queen Victoria's children, lived in Esher, Surrey, with her 6 young children. In a fit of madness, Brough used a straight razor to slit the throats of all 6 of her children while they slept. She then attempted to take her own life, but survived. The case shocked Victorian society, both for its brutality and for Brough's ties to British royalty. At her trial, she was found insane and sent to the insane asylum at Bedlam, where she remained until her death. This remains one of the most horrific familial murders in British history. A common household razor used to inflict horror on her innocent children. These cases prove that in the wrong hands, even the most innocent household items can become deadly weapons. Which of these stories shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more dark and mysterious content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time, keep an eye on the ordinary. It may not be as innocent as it seems.